Hello, world. My name is Eric Manlett. I'm making this message today to certain groups around the world, and it's important that I try to get my message out, even if you're not in these certain groups of people. But if you're a family member to these certain groups, I hope that this message reaches you and it reaches them. If you listen to my 4 or 5 messages before this one, especially the first one that I made 5 years ago when the world was starting in the pandemic, you'd realize what type of person I am. I'm just a regular human being, but that has a strong relationship with God, and He wants to change the trajectory where the world is heading. Because as we all see for our own eyes, or at least hear with our ears of what's going on, we know that there's just so much going on around the world. You could say it's almost the end times in that, but I'm here to say that it's not, and it's only up to us to make it that way. We got to work together around the world, and I mean at a 90% plus capacity. There's no room for error. That's why I'm trying to make so many messages to reach out to so many people. And that's why I'm specifically talking to certain groups, whether I make it all in this message today or make another one to go with this one. But the type of group of people I'm talking about are gang members, like street gangs, biker gangs, any type of other like affiliated gangs that there are. I want to talk to drug dealers and the cartel. I want to talk to police, the people that are hired to like be law enforcement agencies or security, our military around the world, not just America, because that's where I'm from. I'm from America, but I reach out to the world. I don't just ever specifically talk to just Americans. I'm not anti American, I'm anti evil. Period. I'm anti evil. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, to put it more bluntly. So that goes to shows that I ain't afraid of shit. And I'm not showing my face right now because of the message for right now. But I'm saying I'm from Cleveland, Ohio because of this, our diversity. We may not shine like other places around the world in that, and may not be that place that everyone wants to come to or see anything good about. But being a Clevelander, I know our diversity and places like us that have that diversity are what makes the world truly go round, and we're what makes the beauty in this world. You know, our diversity. It may not always be perfect, and in some other areas around the world, it's better than others with the diversity in it. And the law is because of the laws and the way the people adapt to that culture. I mean, we would adapt to it too better here if we had better laws and better, things going in there. And we're going to. Everyone will eventually. It's gonna happen one way or another. Either they're gonna force our hands to make it a bad way, the apocalyptic way, or we could do this the rational way that we never tried to do anything besides one way in history, and that was to do something evil. But I'll get to that. I'm just going off topic a little bit. Like I said, I want to talk to gang members around the world for now. Look, I know you guys live by a code. We a lot of us know your origins on why you guys become gang members. Some of you like doing it, like doing that type of lifestyle, this and that, think it's cool. And some of you guys were almost forced into that lifestyle. You didn't have enough role models. You got everyone against you. Whatever it is, your people's made you feel more loyal to them than anything else in there. And I understand about loyalty. Like I said, I'm from Cleveland. I didn't join no gangs, but I could have been in any of them because they all lived around me. I hung around with members, not as like just as friends and that, but as human beings. You know, I saw them just as human beings. Yeah, they were my friends in that too. We played basketball, stuff like that. I could have got killed by a lot of gangs members in that if you guys was truly evil on, and some of you guys do be on that type of stuff. You know, with the pew pews and all that. So, but some of you guys are just on loyalty to each other and got each other's back type stuff in there. You know, and yeah, you might cause a little mayhem and this and that, but a lot of you guys are just, you know, displaced human beings, being felt left out in this world and that, If there was a lot of cool opportunities in that, you'd be like a lot of these young cats that got their mind in the right areas of trying to work, and even if it's a crappy job, and we're going to get to that because everyone's going to have a thriving, good lifestyle soon enough in that. Watch. There's gonna be, it may not be super good jobs in that, but we're all needed for something in this world. And I'm about to prove to the world how good we can work together in that once we see that we don't, even if people got so many different ways of believing and stuff like that, my simulation that I wanted us to go through can prove that we can still work together and think differently in that. It's just like the Star Trek analogy I use. They had so many different walks of life on Star Trek, but when it came to Starfleet and on the Enterprise, they put all that shit aside. It wasn't about whether you was Muslim or whether you was Jewish or whether you was a Baptist Christian or a Catholic or a Lutheran or a satanic person. That didn't matter. If you was good or evil, you were on total different sides of the spectrum. When you was on Starfleet, yeah, you could still have your interpretation if you're evil and you say, oh, they were the bad guys. They were always antagonizing, looking for trouble. That's what evil would always say about good people, and that is true. And if we go looking for trouble, that's how trouble will start. And that's one thing. Like even for philosophy of like the Jedi, I know I use analogies and topics in that in my messages and that, but that's a good way to relate with people. But like the Jedi, everyone said, oh, their theory and their ways was like nearsighted because they couldn't help everybody, and then they looked for trouble when you know, look, I know a lot of bad people feel like they gotta do bad things. Like I said, you either like doing evil or you feel like you're forced to do evil. And I want to put a couple things out there right away. If you're like a rapist or a pedophile, that's the lowest of the lows to me. Like I know murder is the third to me in that because I'd never kill anybody, and I hope I never have to in my life. But evil is evil, and I would definitely snap the neck of someone evil if I saw something happen right in front of my face that was evil. Period. And that's all I'm saying is I'm anti-evil, and that's how. And if you once you people see me, you're gonna realize I ain't nothing in this world. But I damn let anybody. If it was me against the world, me and God, forgive me, Lord. If it was me and God against the world, that's the only way I'd have a chance against y'all. And you could kill me. You could kill me, but you ain't gonna kill him. And for those of you that don't believe in God or not, hey, we'll save that for another day. Because like I said, I gotta have my audience with the world. And there's a lot. I'll be strapped up to plenty of lie detector tests. I have my hand on the Bible, and trust me, I'm gonna be doing a lot of talking, and a lot of people is gonna be doing a lot of hearing, and there's gonna be a lot of good changes that's gonna happen. It's not gonna happen right away. There can be a lot of group of people that want to stay seclusive in that, but there's gonna be a lot of us that are gonna be inclusive, and the governments of each of the people's countries. Watch, I'm gonna be an overseer. And again, I know I'm getting off topic in that, but I'm going to oversee the world because our leaders is what the problem is. I mean, if they're not creating the opportunities for their people, let alone opportunities for mankind to thrive together. because that's the only way we're truly gonna thrive together in this world, is working together. Now, there we went far back in the 80s and that of like in the 80s and 90s, it wasn't all that bad compared to now. I'd say that was the most at peace, if you want to call it, that there was maybe. And even then, it was just well hidden because we didn't have the technology to see it all as it is happening now. So it was what easy to keep. Our governments were easy to keep secrets in that, and that's what I'm saying. Mankind has been hating each other for whatever reason instead of just working together. A lot of us love each other's cultures. We don't understand why there's hate. I mean, we even guns in that. Like, I wonder, we all know who the true idealist of that was. White people. White people was. Now, I could be wrong, but I'm sure it was white people because they're the scaredest of getting their asses whooped in there. To me, I believe, and I'm white. I'm not afraid to get my ass whooped. I've had my ass whooped before, but when I was young and that. But I don't fight now. I mean, if I had to, trust and believe, like I said, if I got to go up against evil in that, trust me, I'm going to be on the front lines in that. Like I say, listen to my messages. There's only 4 or 5 of them, but trust me, you're gonna get to know me real fast in that because I can't keep letting this world go the way it is. Like I said in my messages, I could stay hidden under my rock in there. I've come from nothing. I've been through a lot in my life. I could just keep praying to God that things will get better, or I keep making my messages hoping people would try to change for the better and it would rub off on people in that, and just hope things get better until I die in that. But nah, man, I done realized, and God's been teaching me what my purpose in life is, and it's already, it will be written, it is written down. Believe that, unless I get killed by someone, which that could alter my history in that. I already got my history written, and it's gonna change the trajectory of where this world is going. And trust me, we're gonna be known as the worst and the blueprint to the best possible future ever. Because think about what our ancestors and everyone before us, how they've gotten the future to where it is today. All they did was slowly, either working or against each other, slowly advance the technology that was handed, the blueprint that was handed before them. It started with nothing. Like, and what I've said in one of my messages is, even in the beginning of time, really, everything was, all the resources that was needed to build everything was there. So why did it take so long? Because they don't understand how to learn things until, whether you want to believe it or not, God showed them. If we would just let God show us the way, like He was always meant to, as a parent to us, basically, because that's what He is. He's our Father. You go against your parent all the time and see what happens to you in that. And I know a lot of you people know what I'm talking about going against your parents in that. Some are, and look, I'm talking about going against a good parent at that. Because I ain't saying everyone is good. I love everyone because God gives me the strength to want to love everyone. I don't trust no human being, but I love everyone. I truly do. Our ancestors, everyone. I said in my last message, I even love Satan in that. That's why he's weak. And I'll get into that top. He's nothing, actually. He's actually Lucifer again. I would get more into that, but again, I want my audience in that. I want to speak to the world. And I mean, I want to speak to everyone in front of the audience. Where there won't be no stopping what again. But again, I'm getting off topic again. Gang members and that. Even of all types, even like the drug dealers, the cartels, you know, I know you guys' bottom line is making money in that, but look, that money ain't gonna get you anything good. And you may not care about the good in that. But the people that are being affected the most, you know, and you talk about loyalty in that, family in that. I know you've been kicked down in life in that by some family in that, and that's what strayed you to other family and that. But I'm asking you to not just like lose your loyalty to your peeps and that. I'm just asking you to like expand your loyalty to others that, you can align with that, we may not see eye to eye on certain things and that. But like I said, I've had respect for people that, like I said, you could either be Negans or alphas, and you know what I mean by that. I mean, you could either be a Negan that was a bad person who, you know, changed their ways in that and became a good person, or you could be an alpha that died an evil person in that and wasn't gonna change. And there was others like her in that. But or Palpatine or Darth Vader, I mean the same thing. Darth Vader, he tried to redeem all, I'm sure if he could have lived longer, I'm sure he would have been a a badass good Darth Vader in that. You know what I'm saying? If there was more evil that he could have handled, if he didn't, do what he did and died, But we know who he was too. He was good, evil, good. I mean, all I'm gonna say is evil will always lose. And I know you might like and I did bring up the part with Satan about he's done with for a reason, and I'm now thinking of that because it's like some of you guys do worship Satan, and I'm not talking about just game members. I'm talking about people around the world support, Satan, Lucifer. Look, whatever you guys think you know about that, it ain't what you guys know. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all make mistakes. And he made a mistake. He even had a chance where he could have corrected his mistake and shown that he learned from it by not tempting Adam and Eve. And I'm sure that was the test. It wasn't just for Adam and Eve. It was really for him. And he blew it. And we blew it. And we've blown every opportunity since. But I know look, I've never liked being on social media and that because I mean when it first came out like in the 90s or whatever, when it was MySpace or whatever it was called, man, all there was all of us talking smack to each other, acting like we're this and that and nobody's real, and we're just talk. So I knew there was gonna be none. But even now in this day, day and age with everything in the last 10 plus years, it's definitely been really bad. You know what I'm saying? We know who's brought out a lot of the real evil out there, hidey holes in that. But hey, that is what it is. Evil is coming out and showing their face of what they want to be about again, and they don't want to die. They want to, live up to what their ancestors' hate was in there and thinking that was power in that. Man, like I keep saying, man, just show the image of Adolf Hitler getting a pineapple shoved up his ass, and see if they want that to still be their mentor in that, because that's what evil is, man. Evil is weak. You know what I'm saying? And look, there's no. I want to talk about redemption. That's what I want to talk about with like gang members, drug cartels. Come on, I know you like that do have family that are good people that are always getting harassed by your rivals or this and that or the police that are corrupt, or look, that's what I'm trying to say, even to the police and even the military. Even you guys work for the upper ups, man, that they always use that against you. You're all of us are always going to be held down by the upper ups. They always have the power against us. And they use that against you to use against the good. Don't you see? You're always going to be end up just wiping out good people. One person made a stand recently in that, and I don't want to say his name in that because I don't condone killing in that, even though a lot of people understand why he did what he did in that. And in some ways, man, he could have did it a different way. I would have beat the fuck out that dude and scared the fuck out of his ass. That's what a gangster would have done. See what I'm saying? They would have just beat the fuck out that dude, broke his fucking leg. Say, go to the hospital, motherfucker, just like any of your family could if we want to do so. And I ain't condoning violence. Believe that. I believe that. I am not condoning violence. I would whoop anybody's ass if I seen some messed up stuff. I don't care who it was against. That's what I'm trying to stop. That mentality. I know there, but evil is evil, though. Evil is evil. That's why I'm trying to talk to those that are condemned, as seen as evil. Heck, I listen to my first message. I talked to Putin and them before he even invaded Ukraine, trying to get them. I ain't afraid of the leaders. I ain't afraid of no one. For real. I'm not showing my face for a reason though, because yeah, I mean, I want to live for a little while, because that's how much I care. Trust me, I've died for our sins, like I plan on it. Unless God taps me on the shoulder and says, no, you brung our people together. You done everything you was asked to do and then some. And actually, you wanted to do that. I wanted this. I was afforded this opportunity. And I'm not going to let it squander. Like I said, I speak for trillions of souls. Trillions. All our ancestors. Whether you like them or not. Whether they're black, white, Chinese, Korean, Australian, I don't care what you are. Afghanistan, if you're Palestine, which I'm sorry, everyone that's going in, everything that's happening in Gaza. I know there is some bad around there, but I know it's all just propaganda spewed to make you guys look like you're evil. Because why haven't we seen it then? Why ain't we seeing other people? It's a retaliation of back and forth of like either it's Iraq or it's Iran or whatever it is. I'm sorry if you guys are the good guys or not. I don't know who is sometimes. I don't pay attention to everything. I just know as human beings, I am tired of seeing death and hearing about death in evil ways. Accidents will happen. And I understand. Like, I've looked even just recently. So far, there's been, I don't know, just about the same amount of deaths as there's been lives. Actually, there's been more people that were born this year than there has been deaths. Not by much, maybe a mill or so. I think there's a mill more people that's been alive, that's been born this year than that has been killed. But I just recently looked that up just to see. And I understand. That's what they're playing. Like, they're afraid of overpopulation. They're afraid of, like, their ideas ain't good enough to comprehend how to handle everything. So their way is to always let destruction happen when needed, let chaos happen when needed. As long as we stay safe in our higher ups away from it all, we don't have to worry about it. Let them kill each other. Period. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, the biker gangs, they ain't all, you're not all bad. You get seen as bad people. Thugs, you know, like I said, cartel. Some of you guys do be messed up. I mean, you're selling hardcore drugs that are killing people, the fentanyl and all that. Man, I thank God I never got on no hardcore shit. I may look like someone who's been on meth and shit like that, but trust me, I haven't. Everything I love, I'll be on a Bible, on lie detector test, everything, everything. All I do is smoke weed. I let life beat me down though. I smashed my own back jumping from a 4-story building to a 1-story building that was 25 feet away from each other, doing some stupid parkour shit. Mainly because I didn't want to get down the building, the 4-story building, the way I got up it. But hey, life is the way it is. I'm still here for a reason, you know. Listen to my messages, please, everyone. You know, like I said, you guys that I'm trying to talk to specifically, you know, you guys are going to want to do what you want to do in that, you know. But I'm just saying there's good people that are always suffering because of it. Now, again, if you like doing evil in that, trust me, your time is limited. I don't care who you got loyalty to. I don't care what you represent. I mean, I love you as a human being. So does God, whether you believe that or not. Even you satanic people, or whatever you believe in that, man. We're all God's children, whether we believe that or not. I'm gonna lead us to water, the world to water, and the saying goes, you can't make a horse drink. But I bet you when I splash that water in your face, and you realized you needed that drink, like I say, you don't need to thank me. I just want us to do good. There's plenty of good that our world leaders are stopping us from being able to do with each other and that. There's a lot of things that we could be doing in the future. I mean, like I said, in my one of my messages, I've said I could speak a brighter existence into a brighter future into existence. And that's I'm being for real. I don't have all the answers. We do as humanity. We do. There's so many brilliant freaking minds in this world, and yet we're got to be held down by evil. Or because of the people that got the power, we don't want to lose our ideas to them. Man, ask any man if they'd love to be flying some spaceships or shit in space and that. Freak, man, you know how vast it is in space, man? We could be doing all types of stuff. But no, they want to work against each other. Man, we're humanity. I'm telling you what, man. I don't want to say that we're stupid and stuff like that. I promise you we're not, man. We're just like, we are ignorant in our ways, though. That is something I will say. We are ignorant in our ways. A lot of human beings are. I do say, even in my messages 5 years ago, if we all simultaneously look in the mirror, we'll see what the problem is. We all are. We're the problem. And until we want to live in a better. Look, some people could live seclusively for now. Of course, you don't want to like certain people or individualities in that. And that's why I want to also say that some people, I'll talk about individualities later on in that, because that's the left side in that. And, that's everyone's the problem, though. We're all the problem. I can go on the messages and messages, and that's what I'm afraid of. And that's why I don't make too many messages, man. I've said in my messages, I don't know how long life I got. I mean, I got health issues. I want to give, I'm willing to give my life for this world. And I will do that if I feel like my breath is about to give out. Believe that. If I got to have a cross put on standby, believe that. Someone's going to be nailing my ass to it. Believe that. I don't care if it sounds blasphemous. God knows that I'm doing it for a reason. Because people lost their ways anyways. And look, I said in my messages, I won't cram my religion down people's throat, and I won't. We all have the free will to believe what we want to. But I'm just trying to explain there is a better way. The feeling I have inside of what I care about, what I think, the way I feel. Man, that feeling is so amazing. I know I ain't the only person that's ever felt this way. I'm just the one that's able to express it. I know we all feel a lot of the ways that I feel. I know I do. Trust me, man. If you guys could just picture what's going on in my mind with the future and that, and the ideas that I got, and the loving, caring ways that we could do things in that, man. I see so many good things on. Check out my Facebook page. See some of the things that I get into in that. I get into Christian music and that, but I get into like the Biggie and Tupac's and all the good rappers. I get into other good music in that too. In that, I get into everything. You know what I'm saying? And we all got beauty in each other. All of us do. That's why I hate ignorance in that. In the people that's like MAGA and that. You guys got beauty in you. Your country. I don't like country music, but I heard some country dude on TikTok saying if rap was sounded country, this is what it would sound like. And that dude was flowing a whole bunch of rap songs in country. And country singing. He had a guitar on that, playing it. Man, he sounded good. I was like, man, I rock that type of country. You know what I'm saying? But no, you guys want to be ignorant in your ways in that. Watch, you guys are gonna get out of your ways. A lot of you will, anyways, man, because you're gonna see the ignorant of your ways. Because I've even said, you'd be surprised with our ancestors of how many of them were actually good people that had to be seen as bad because they were trying to help good people undercover. See, that's what I'm about to blow people's minds with in that. Even evil would work against e- evil would work with good people against real evil when they know what real evil is like. Because even evil people, even people that do okay, let me re-explain that. Bad people will help good people against evil people, and because once they see what real evil is like, don't nobody that's bad actually want to be bad anymore. But they know once they're in, they gotta look like they're in until they can find a way out. That's what I'm trying to help everybody with. A way out. Even the Putins in them. They may got a lot to deal. Look, they got a lot of redeeming. But there's one entity that has more to redeem, and he still got hundreds of thousands of years if needed to redeem himself. And he will do it, you know, wholeheartedly and unconditionally for his God that he loves, again. And he's got a lot of making up to do. I could be wrong, but I just see him. This is what God says to us about saying, anyways. You know, when we got God in us so strongly, we could tell him to get behind him. But I see it as this: we can wield him as a weapon. You know, I got God as my shield. I got Jesus as like my helmet, where he's in my ears, and I could wield Lucifer as a sword. That's how I see it. And he will help me strike with God's strength. He will help me strike evil like it's nothing. Because he wants to show, if it wasn't God's strength helping me, it would tear my arm off of how much he wants to wield the strength to whack evil with. Trust me, that's how much he wants to be redeeming himself for what he's done. And he does want a remorse for everything he has done. People may not believe that in that. And I wasn't even going to get into a topic like that. I wasn't, but I guess since I'm talking to a lot of people that are seen as evil in that, I might as well try to go a little all out on how I true. And guess what? If I'll be saying this on the lie detector test, Bible, Hannum Bible, all this stuff in front of the world leaders and that. Trust me, everything I got imagined in my head is gonna re-happen in real life. That's why I'm making these type of messages, because I'm tired of like it playing out in my freaking head until it has to happen. But it has to be that way. I gotta show patience, because it's almost like, I'm gonna use another analogy. It's like I do got the Dragon Balls to unwish everything that's happened in a way. And I hope that shows relief to a lot of people, because in a lot of way, I do got the answers that will explain it in a way where you feel like I can unwish all the evil that has happened to all our ancestors and us. It's gonna feel like that way. Trust me, because like I said, there's a lot to explain, and I will explain it to the audience of the world. If I gotta keep making these messages before I do feel like I'm gonna die, I will explain more. Like I said, I ain't like the biker gangs and the mafias that look drug people. I mean, and if you're family to these people and that, look, I know you're the scaredest of all, because you got to live with a lot of it on your shoulders too. In that, even like military people, military families, I know you live with a burden. And I know you people with, I said it in my messages to you military people, you live with a lot of burden on your hearts. We can stop it all. When the leaders have no more fingers to point to and say, go do this, and they say, no, you tell me no, you tell me no, and you're telling me no, everyone's telling me no, we're going to point our fingers to you and be like, no, you're going to do what needs to be done. And the people that's got the money and the power, you guys are going to pull your weight. You're going to pay your fair share. You're going to take care of things that should have been taken care of. And it's going to be easy. You're going to want to because it's going to be like an investment. You're going to see it tenfold. When you feel like I do, I feel like the richest person that's ever been, besides maybe one person in that. But they're inside, and I got the ideas that's gonna make me the richest person in the world. Literally, my ideas will own me the world. That's why I said in one of my messages that the world would have to work together for my ideas to happen, let alone to afford them. Believe that. Believe that. And I'm gonna, like I said, get my messages out to the left-leaning leaders because they're the ones that are gonna be more on our side to work with. The people on the far right, we know that they're just and I'm gonna keep saying it. You're racist. I ain't saying that there's prejudiced people that may not be on the left side too in that, but the far right are evil, racist people. Period. And you could be racist about whatever you're racist against. All I'm saying is we all need to change our ways of thinking. And I can help with a lot of ways if we could just work together. If I could get my message out there to the world, I'm telling you, I will bring things to a light where we're going to have like, the world is going to be like our Coliseum. Everything, there's going to be things for us to do and get into in that. Content creating will be like the new way of TV and that. Let alone with other TV stuff going on. You know, we're going to be making money doing all types of good things. A lot of good things. You know, we just got to work together. And we need to stand together. That's why I'm talking to such a big, well, I'm talking to everyone around the world, but now I'm making this message again, even though I don't sound like I'm making it to the gangsters and, whatever, thugs, bikers, like I said, the military people, the police. Look, police officers, look. I mean, everyone has a past. We all have past on how things has happened in this world. That's what I'm trying to explain. If I can explain more about everything, that's why I can't wait to talk to everyone where it'll be out in the open to everyone to hear at the same time. That'll make more sense to everybody. And that right now, everything just makes sense to small groups of people. If I say just police, or if I say military, or I say, but all of us, if we just care about each other, if we just love each other, if we just see that, yeah, we're not going to see eye to eye on everything, but there's more of us that can work together no matter what our walks of life is than there is against each other. And it's proven in the diverse areas. I'm telling you, there was every chance for me to be anything in life. And I'm talking about even religion wise, because we got every religion in Cleveland, every nationality, everything you want, you could find in like Cleveland or New York or California or other parts of the country in that. But I'm just giving you an idea. Like, I'm only from America and I've never been anywhere else. But that doesn't mean I don't understand people's culture. I've learned history. I don't know every single thing that's happened in everybody's country, but I know there's been enough catastrophes. I know there's been enough wars. I know there's been enough hate. I know there's been enough violence and I know there's been enough sick stuff happening that I've had enough. And I know I can't work alone to stop it all, but I know there's nearly 8 billion people in this world. And if 90% of us, or at least close to it, work together around the world and stop it from moving and say enough is enough, we've had enough, period, they will not have no choice but to change. Period. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get us to change the walk of life. This is not for everyone. And look, our time is almost up. Why keep on passing down the same hate to the next generation? Why? Why keep on passing down the same sick stuff that's happened to some of us? Yeah, bad things has happened to me too in that. Because of family, because of strangers, or because of my stupid choices in that. And that's the same thing for a lot of us. But man, think about the people that are suffering and that suffered before us in that, and who will continue to suffer after us if we keep letting it happen. I'm not going to keep letting it happen. I'm not. I'm not. And I know someone who else who isn't either. And you could go against us if you want, or you can be on our team. You know, you could be like us, or you could be like them. And trust me, I don't think you want to be like them. I don't care who them is. I don't care how big them is. I don't care how many pew pews them got. I don't care. I don't care. Because if you ain't like us, you better worry. Because I'm about to shine the light on whoever them is. Whoever them is that is evil in this world, who wants to keep doing unspeakable things. Your time is limited. I promise you that. I don't want to die. I don't. I will die my way. If someone wants to kill me, I understand. You was brought in a way that made you feel like that was the way of life and that. And I'm just hoping that I could change enough of you that will see the error in our ways. That there is a better way to feel than being hateful or evil or thinking like satanic ways in that. Because I'm even telling you, like I said, that's why I think I was brought it up. Because it's over with for him. Satan is no longer. Whatever was created, whatever bomb he sent off on humanity ended 5+ years ago. Enough of us, enough of us won against him in a way where our love for everyone overwhelmed him enough to finally surrender his evil ways. That's the best way I could put it. It's not that he saw like he gave up like, oh, I surrender finally. I love you, God. Haha, you got me. No. He used to mock that for so long. For so long. Trust me. He has mocked good for so long. That's why he's so remorseful. He knows he could have stopped this a long time ago. And that's why he's willing to go through 100,000 years of making up for it before he gets to see any good. Because he's even going to get to see good. Because he's going to help it. Trust me. Watch. Watch. Evil was no more. That's what I'm really trying to say. Please, give up your evil ways. I'm not saying lose your loyalty or change like complete 1A. I know that's hard in that, especially in this day and age where there isn't enough going on that's good. But listen to my messages. I've 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 proven ways that I say in my messages how we could create jobs, how we could do things better working together, how we could go against the system to where we will have them change for the good. We're going to change for the good no matter what. I'm about to prove that. Before I die, I'm about to prove that. I don't know how much time I got in this world. I'll live another 40, 50 years. I'm 40, I'll be 46 this year. I'll live another 40, I'll live another, just a year. I'll live a month. I'll die tomorrow if it was needed for me. If God tapped me and said, hey, I need you to do that thing. It's that time. I got everything else under control, but it's that time. I'm like, oh, okay. Happily. Believe that. But look. I know, like I said, I was trying to make this message for specific people in that, and I am. If you're in the gang, if you are in things that, piracy or whatever it is, I mean, if you're a scammer, if you're, look, there's good things you could do in this world. There is ways you can make up for the evil you've done, and you will be better for it. Believe that. Do good I know it may not feel much in your pocket as good as it did when you was doing evil and that, but I'm telling you, evil is easy. Evil is easy. Anyone could be evil. That's just a weak person's way of saying, oh, I don't want to do good. Well, I'm not gonna lie, it is hard doing good. It is hard caring. Not as long as I've been doing. I do care. I'm not saying that it's easy to just care. Trust me, it's not just easy. It does take work. It does take sacrifice. Learning. Man, that's why I say to for 13 years I've been learning plus from God. But I'm talking about the last 13 years for real. Since I've been a single parent, I've been really on the hustle on learning from God. Yeah, and I call it a hustle because trust me, man, it ain't easy, man. You think that thug life ain't easy or whatever? Man, come join the good side. I ain't gonna join the dark side, believe that. I got the dark side in me if you wanna know. For real. Like I said, evil's easy. Evil's easy. He been wanting me for a long time. So all the rage that I did have when I was evil, man, I've turned that into power of good. Power of good. That's why he knows if there's any person in this world that could wield Lucifer better than anyone, it's me. That's because he knows I truly care. I got thousands. Man, like I said, I got thousands of trillions of souls touching me giving me power that wants us to change for the good. I got God, I got Jesus, I got Lucifer. Trust me, I ain't gonna be stopped. I could be killed. I'm just a human being. I'm just a human being. I could be killed. But it's still gonna be hard. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard. And I ain't asking for no one to just want to kill me. Unless you're pure evil. Come at me without no pew pews though. For real. If you're evil, come at me with some without pew pews though. We're gonna make that a legal thing though. Watch. I'm gonna help try to get laws passed where we can't fight each other. Not to the death. I mean, it could possibly be that way if the two wants to sign off on that. But that's why guns were created. Because people don't want to get their ass whooped. I said I broke my back. I wear a back brace. But I'm in good physical shape. I'm in very good physical shape. Even though I do got back problems in that. And I do got health issues in that. I don't let none of that. Pain ain't nothing to me. Pain ain't nothing to me. For real. I'll beat the crap out myself before I let somebody else beat the fuck out of me. You hear that? I'll beat the crap out myself before I let anybody think they could whoop my ass. Especially if you're evil. If you're good, you might have a chance against me. But if you're evil, I don't care how bad you are, man. I don't care how. If I know you got that evil intent on wanting to do some real evil things, trust me. Trust me. But I'm hoping that we can all stop being evil, though, for real. I'm not even trying to talk smack like that, though. I'm just saying smack to evil because I do dislike evil. I do. Because it is, we can all be evil. That's easy. But I'm saying there's a better way. There is. And once you realize that you was seeing life, life is the way it is because we've all had to make it that way. Humanity made it that way. We stopped doing, we never tried doing things the right way. You know, we've had plenty of opportunities in life. I'm sure we did to do things the right way, and we ignored it. Now there's 8 billion of us. You know how hard that's gonna be for us to actually change? I'm not trying to be like the optimistic, but yet the freaking like downer. But what do you think I'm going up against? It's not just me. There's other good people that I said people that never had a voice before. There's so many people that's died that's never had a voice that would love to have been able to speak this type of truth if they had a chance like this. Trust me, I feel the pain that's through history. I felt the pain through history. I may not have seen it all. I never felt it all, but I could feel it, And look, let, evil is done with. You know, I mean, you can still do the bad if you want and then think that's cool. Or I know there's a lot of people that don't want to give up their bottom line, you know, and they're saying, well, it's not affecting me what's going on around the world, so why should I care, you know? But I know a lot of us do. I know we do. I know we're getting fed up with the real sick, evil stuff going on. And then we're just fighting each other because we let them point fingers on the left and right. You know, mainly like in America and that. Like it's so divided right now and that. That's why I really want to bring a lot of people together. Because we're going to keep letting shit divide us. And I'm not letting that happen. Like I said, I'll drag this world left and right. I'm dragging you guys with me. Trust and believe. I ain't gonna just drag the cross. I'm dragging the world with me. I'm putting you on my shoulders. I got all in hell on my underarm. I'm carrying everybody with me. And when God says could come. If they don't, put in your work and you get to come eventually. Believe that. You'll get to eventually come when you're done being punished for your evil doing and that. You'll eventually get to earn your stripes again. Believe that. Because God loves all of us. Whether you believe that or not, He loves all of us. He always has always wanted us to do good for each other and that. Not just for Him. He didn't create us for Him. He created us for us, to be a family. His family too, of course. We're a part of Him, whether you believe that or not. He gave us a little part of Him as our soul. Period. And He gave us all a wish of what we wanted to be. And we all chose to be something. And look, it was up to us to do good though. You know, even if you think, oh, well, I'm doing exactly what I love doing. Well, look, no, you don't. You just love what you thought you are now because the way of the world. If the way of the world would have changed a long time ago, you know, it would be a lot different. We would be all so super awesomely cool and having fun that we would never have thought of the evil ways that there are now. You know? So that's what I'm trying to get at. Let's stop passing. Look, a lot of people been through some real sick, evil things in this world. Unspeakable things, as I call it, because it is unspeakable. And whether you like doing it or not, look, it was whether it was done to you or whether you let life beat you down. Please look, give caring a chance. Give love a chance. Give doing good a chance. See how it feels. You know, I know it may seem weak or tacky or lame or this and that, but trust me, it gives me so much strength that, like I said, it's my brain that makes me feel like I'm just human, but my heart tells me that I think I'm more than human. I believe in my heart I am more than human. Now again, I don't want no pew pews shot at me just to see if I am or not. I am a human being. I'm just saying the feeling I get, man, I feel like I'm on cloud nine when I feel that spirit in me, when I'm talking so like positive in that, when I just speak righteous in that. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it'll take you time. It will. It'll take you time. Please, my name is Eric Manlett. Check out my Facebook page. Listen to my YouTube videos. There's only 5 of them now, about to be 5 or 6. They're a little bit of time, as you can see. I'm almost on an hour. But please, just listen to my messages, everyone. I mean, you will not go wrong if you listen to my message and you pass them to a friend in that. You know, there's a better way of life. It's going to be easy, but it's just going to feel weird. You know, but it's going to be fun. Man, is it going to ever be fun? My ideas, man, I got so much more even ideas than I have made in even my last message, which was like a month ago or so. Or maybe I made one this month earlier too, or nah, I forget. No, I don't know. But that's what I'm saying. I keep on learning more. And I will continue to learn more. And I will continue to talk more. But I only got so much energy in this world and in this life. I need to get my messages out there to the good people. Vastly. Vastly. So either I got to do this a slow way, long way. I got the playbook, so it don't matter how I do this. That's why I knew I was gonna make this message to these group that I'm trying to talk to again. I know I haven't said your guys' names out enough, but I know in this message it will get out to them people. Because I trust in God. I trust in the process that everything that's happened. We all have a purpose, and this purpose for all of us is going on right now. We all, whether it's small or big, we're all the same in whatever our purpose is. Because even the smallest link to the biggest chain, we are needed for a reason in this world. Everyone is needed that's ever lived and died. And I'm about to glory their lives that look, at least they gave us a history. At least they gave us a future. It may not seem bright, but look what we're giving to the next generation. It's so vile and disgusting. Like, it's the worst ever that we're trying to pass on. You know what I'm saying? And it's a bunch of old scummy ass prehistoric motherfuckers, man. Your time is up. I'm tired of it. For real. Weak ass people, man. For real. And I don't want to keep talking like I hate you in that, because I don't. I hate evil. I hate the error of our ways. I hate the sin, not the sinner. You know, it pains me. And yeah, as a human being, I do have weaknesses myself. I do. It does rub off me the wrong way, the way we're letting each other go like this, man. It's frustrating. But look, I'm not going to stop loving. Even the worst of the worst that are here right now making all this bullshit even worse. Once they hear our message, once they hear us that we're done with the bullcrap, they'll see the error of their ways too, and they'll change. They'll look, either they got a chance to be Negans or alphas. Period. Everyone's gonna have a chance to do good or bad, but I want you to know there's plenty of Ricks and there's plenty of Luke Skywalkers out there that will be on top of their game. Believe that. Because you could see me as either or. You could see me as Neo, whoever, John Wick. I promise you, you guys are all my dogs in this world. Let one of you guys get hurt by someone. I promise you that. You don't want to see me, man. You don't want to see me. And like I said, I'm nothing. I'm nothing. But it's what he makes me feel like that makes me something. And that is a whole lot more than what anyone I feel like is in this world now. And there's plenty of people like me too. Like I said, I'm starting to see why evil was so weak. See, I kept away from the world because that's what God wants us to do. Stay away from each other so we can learn from Him, you know. And once I did that, man, everything has been. I see the good now. That's why I've been on social media more. I can see the good. I feel the good. I feel why evil is so weakened now. I see it with my eyes. All the evil people out there, they're just bitching and crying like little babies in there. All they want. That's all they do. They want everything handed to them, hand and foot. They can't do shit in this world without us. Without us, the people that really make the world go round. So either you can keep being them, or you could be us. But it's gonna happen one way or another. So look, it's gonna be an hour. I appreciate everyone that listens to my message. I don't do this to just be a content creator and that. I appreciate the good people that do make good content for us to make our days go by and that, cause that's what it's gonna be about, helping each other make the days go by until we make a new future. And when people start hearing my message, you're going to realize it's going to be a brighter future. And I'm going to speak into it existence. I promise you that. So please, get my message out there, everyone. If you guys got evil intentions or bad intentions, please look at the error of your ways. Try to slowly change. I know it's going to be rough for you. I know it is. That's why I'm not trying to talk smack to people that do, low criminal things and that. I'm trying to ask you to, see the error of that and see that there's a better way in life. We're going to work together and we need you. We need you. So please, hear my message. Get it to each other. Get it to the world leaders, especially the ones on the left leaning side. They will help us. Get it to the athletes, the musicians, and the actors and actresses in that. They're going to be the ones that can help finance stuff in that because we ain't going to be able to deal with things unless they help us. If they don't help us, then we are going to be in a tough position that we're going to have to do this the hard way. But that's why I need to get my messages out there because I do need to see who's going to be on our side or not. Because either they're not like us and they're like them. And we see what a lot of them look like nowadays too in that. Because they ain't just, they're come from all walk of life, just like those that are like us. If you see trust me, you'll see one of my messages. I do show my face. Trust me, I don't look like the type of person that you would want to take advice from, or I look like I've been down, through badass stuff myself, and I have. I've been, like I said, listen to my message. I've been locked up in juvie. I've been locked up in prison, but that didn't make me who I was. I mean, it did help me. Everything that I've been through in life helped me who I am today in that. And I knew what not to become anymore. I've been a dad for 13 years to my twin sons. And that's all I do is I'm an entrepreneur. I try to keep my head low. I try to handle my little business, and I could keep, like I said, I could stay hidden under a rock if I wanted to. But that just ain't me, man. I'm not. I'm not going to be that way, man. God, whether it was me asking him to be another chosen one, not the chosen one, but the chosen one for this moment or not. Like I said in one of my messages, God gave me the strength and Jesus gave me the courage. He gave me the courage to feel this way. And I'm not going to be held back. You could kill me if you're truly evil in that, and I beg of you not to in that. Because I love you no matter what. Even if you kill me or any of my loved ones in that, it's not going to matter. Like I said, I got the Dragon Balls, so we're all going to be brought back no matter what. The playbook is already in hand. I'm spreading the information on a lot of it. Even if you killed me right now, the information that's out there is gold. Period. So evil is lost either way. Either way. Even this message is even more important than the last message. And the one before that was more important than the one after. My messages are stronger and stronger. Even though I do sound like I said, I'm unintelligent in some ways. I am. I don't work on some school learning ways or however you want to say educational learning ways in that. I've been too busy doing multitasking in life. My life is spread thin. Very, very thin. I take care of cats. I feed birds. I got my own little business. I take care of my two sons. I mean, and they were remote learning at home, and I'm learning from God. So if you ain't saying I'm not ready to carry the world on my shoulders, then let me keep on talking then. Trust me, because once I keep on talking, you're going to be like, wow, this dude is just on a whole new level. He just keeps on having ideas and after ideas and after ideas. Well, I'm over an hour now. Usually I try to keep them short. This is probably the longest message I've made. I thank you guys for listening this long. Like I said, man, if I talk to the groups that I'm trying to talk to, which I didn't call you guys out enough, the message is clear enough. We've all been beat down in life for the ways we've had to live our lives. We've let the upper ups control it long enough. Long enough. And I'm willing to be the person for now to oversee that. But I will have a council eventually of overseers from around the world to oversee and make sure the people around the world are taken care of. Because that's what I truly care about. The people around the world being taken care of. And I'm not saying the rich just have to keep doling out their money. No. But there are ways where we can live better. And I'm going to prove it. It's very easy. They just made it hard. And we've been beaten down. So Again, thank you for listening to my message. I hope you guys get it out there to the groups that I'm trying to talk to in this message, because we're all important to each other. So that's why, yeah, I called out certain groups, but to me, we're all family. So it's not, I can't continue to just go down a road of just speaking specifically to like the gang members or the drug dealers or the police or the military and that. I can, but it's just going to be longer and longer. I need to get the full aspect of my message out there to the world eventually. Like I said, I'm here for a purpose in that, and I got the playbook for the long way or the super long way or the short game, whatever it is. Everyone thinks they're playing a certain game, but I know the game we're playing. So everyone can either keep playing the game they're playing, or they can get on the game that I'm playing, because that's the real game that the world is really being played right now. You just don't know it yet. Just like the people in the past that didn't know all the resources that were here to make cars and planes and this and that. And just like we don't know that the resources that are here or not far out of our reach of making future advancements for civilization. So yeah, I'm on a whole new level once we all start to work together and do things on a whole. Man, it's gonna be fun. That's all I can say. It's just gonna be fun for the world, man. We're gonna love it, and we're all gonna get to thrive from it. Believe that. Believe that. And our ancestors will see the history books and how we was again the worst and the blueprint of being the best ever in the same era too. We're the worst era ever. We are the worst era. There's just no question about that. And that's again because of all we got. And yet we still live in this way. It's ridiculous. I'm going longer and longer, but again, that just goes to show how much I got to say in that, because it's ridiculous and how I understand that's the way of life right now and that, and it's just like, what can we do? Well, I'm about to show the world what we can do and what they're choosing not to do. And that's why we're living in this way. This world could be so much funner, especially now. And it's probably the reason why it had to happen this way. And I feel so bad for our ancestors in that had to live through hell in that. And that's why I live for. Believe that. Everyone that's had to live through hell, I live for them. And I plan on dying for them for, like I said, all that the hell that they've been through and the ones that put them through hell. You know, they probably was you know, like I said, they probably wouldn't have done the things they did if they weren't so messed up in the things that they've been through in that. It's all on each other on reason why we are at where we're at. It's everyone's fault. Everyone. Everyone. No, we're either inadvertently or vertently in on everything that's happening. You know, either knowingly or unknowingly, I'll put it that way. Either we either know what's going on that's bad or we don't know, but we're still involved in it. Period. But look, again, I appreciate everyone listening to my message. Look, some of you guys are going to want to change for the good and been wanting to and have been doing good in this world. And I appreciate it because we need as many good people in this world. We do. But again, we need everyone to work together. So if you could get this message to someone you know that does have evil ways or bad thinking or don't care about people and that, please show them that we can do better together and why you feel that it is important for us to change the course of history together. Because I'm telling you, my messages will be clear enough. Especially the very first one I made. Yeah, I didn't know much even 5 years compared to what I know now. But even then, I knew, if I knew how to explain it better, I wish I could have. And I wish I did 5 years ago. But it still wouldn't have made sense then compared to now. I'm not saying we got to go through worse. I hope we don't got to go through worse. I don't want us to go through worse than what we're about to go through. It's going through, it's getting worse. It's getting worse. I mean, it's March 17th. It's about to be St. Patrick's Day, or it is today. Yeah, I don't even know. I forget what the day is now. I know, I think it, Please, guys, we gotta change. We do. I think it was St. Patrick's Day today. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's so stressful nowadays. Every day is a day to me, you know? But look, we gotta stop it. We do. We gotta stop it now. Or it is gonna get. For those that don't like doing evil compared to bad, bad and evil are two different things. Evil is real unspeakable things. Bad things is just like little petty stuff. If you don't like doing evil things, there's gonna be a time where evil can outnumber us. They're building evil ways to control us. And we're not gonna be able to stop it. You see what I'm saying? They got the financial support. And evil don't care about nothing. They will step over anything that is good. That's how they got in their way. That's how they become so successful, by stepping over people. That's why they find it so easy for them. So please, if you want to step over good, keep on doing so, because you're going to find out what good's got to give back at you. Because we're getting tired. Very tired. And I'm one of them. I'm very, very tired. I broke my back. Did nobody in this world, human being wise, ever break my back? And it would never do any damage to me compared to what I've done to myself. And I plan on keeping it that way. So please, I love everyone in this world. I truly do. Even if you are evil, I hate your evil ways. I dislike them. And I pray that you can do better and you choose to lose your evil ways and come join the good side. But again, that's up to you. You have free will to choose what you want to become in this world. And I can show you a better way if you allow me to. So please get this message out there so I could talk to the world. So we could do some good things in this world together before it's too late. Again, thank you. And I'll continue making messages in the future. Or I can't wait to talk to the world. All right. Everyone be safe. And God bless you all. Thank you for listening. Bye.